Hi friends, welcome to the channel Unshackling Sudoku and Puzzles. Myself Ashish, and today I'll be covering a puzzle genre called Balanced Loop Puzzle. So the constructor of this puzzle is Thomas Snyder, and this puzzle was featured on his website gmpuzzles.com. Thomas is not only an excellent solver but an excellent constructor too. So he has even won world championships for both Sudokus and puzzles. And coming on to the constructions, his constructions are really excellent. I would say amazing. All of his constructions are very unique and very themed and logical solving path, right? And the path is very satisfying to solve, and all of his puzzles and Sudokus are purely logical. So I would really suggest you to check out his website gmpuzzles.com, where he regularly posts his puzzles and Sudokus, and I will add the link in the description below for his website page, and even the link of the online interface of the puzzle that we are solving today, right? And coming on to the puzzle, so balanced loop is a loop genre puzzle, and according to the rules we need to draw a single non-intersecting loop that passes through some of the white cells in the grid. All of the circle cells, so there are some black circles and some white circles, and the loop should pass through all of the circle cells, right? And a white circle means that on both sides of the loop, so when a loop passes between a white circle, so if you see on both sides of the loop, the number of loop segments should be equal. So if you see from this side, the loop segments it passes through 2 cells, so on the other side also it has to pass through 2 cells. It cannot pass through 3 cells and then turn, right? So white circle means on both sides of the loop, there should be equal number of loop segments before turning. And the black circle means it shouldn't be equal on both sides of the loop. So on one side it should be lesser and the other side it should be greater, right? So you can have this 1 and here 2, right? And if you can see, there are some numbers in the circle cells. So the number indicates the total number of loop segments counting from both the sides of the loop. So for example, if you have a 4 here, then as you can see 1, 2 and 3 and 4. So white circle means both the sides of the loop, both the sides of the circle where the loop passes in between should have equal number of loop segments, right? So a white circle is that rule, but a numbered cell means that the total number of loop segments before turning, right, on both sides of the circle. And a black circle is also the same, the total number of loop segments the loop passes on both sides of the circle, but it should be unequal. Black circle means it has to be unequal, and it is not necessary that the loop has to pass through all of the white cells in the grid. It can pass only some of the white cells, right? And with that we'll start solving this puzzle. So small thing is that if you can see, the white circle will always be even because it should have equal number of loop segments on both sides of the circle, so it will always be even. And black circles, it's not necessary, need not be, but a black circle will never have a 2 on it, right? So a black circle will never have a number 2. And with that we'll start solving this puzzle. And if you can see, there are few tricks that will help you solve this puzzle. The first thing is that whenever you have a white circle at the edge, at the vertex I would say, then the loop should pass at least 2 cells on both the sides, right? So whenever you have the case that a white circle is on the edge, then a loop cannot turn here. So if this was a white circle, the loop cannot turn within the next cell, because then this cell, this line also would be a turn, and then you form a single closed smaller loop. So the loop cannot intersect itself. That is the main rule here. The loop should not intersect itself and it should be a single closed loop. So with that we'll start solving this puzzle. And if you can see, the start is the 10 here, so you should have 5 on both the sides, and there is only one way you can do that, right? And there is a cross here, sorry, not here, one more, okay, and there is a cross here. The same way, if you see, this white circle is now acting as an edge at a corner, I would say, so it will at least move to 2 cells on both the sides, right? And okay, so let's see if there is anything else here. Okay, there is a very tough break in here. As you can see, the clues are all on the diagonal, and you have a very good break in here. So if you see the 8 here, as we know that on either side of the circle the loop should have 4 segments each, right? And the 4 segments are possible towards up, they are possible towards left to 2, they are possible towards the bottom as well, but it is not possible on the right, because the moment you have a 4 segments on the right, this white circle should have equal segments on both the sides, and then it will contradict the rule, the white circle rule, which means that the 8 cannot go towards the right, it will either have to go up, left or bottom. And as you can see, the most important break in here is a very good break in, I would say, one of the best break in. If at all 8 doesn't go towards the down, it has to go 4 segments here and 4 segments here, which means the 6 has to go 3 segments here and 3 segments here. This 4 will have to go 2 segments here and 2 segments here, and this 4 will have the 4 segments here and 4 segments here. I mean to say 2 segments here and 2 segments here, right? And it will have unequal length, equal lengths, but a black circle will always have unequal lengths. This is a very good break in, I would say, very tough one to see. And other way, if you want to see this this kind of logic is, you know that the 4 will have at least 3 on one side, not at least, I would say 3 on the one side and 1 on the other side, right? So on one side of the loop it should have 3 segments, and other side of the loop it should have 1 segment, right? And the 3 segment will either have to go towards the bottom or towards the right. It cannot go on the top, on the left, because you don't have even enough number of cells, which means it has to either go towards the bottom 3 cells or towards the right 3 cells. So the moment you have 8 as these 2 loop segments, 6 will have to be these 2, 4 will have to be these 2, and you restrict the 4 for having the 3 loop segment, right? Which means that 8 will have to go at least 8 will have to go down, right? 4 segments. A very tough break in, I would say. And do we get anything with that? Okay, so this logic is helping the other circles. A really very good breaking, a very tough one, I would say. And if you see the 9 now, because of the 8 we got something from the 9. 9 should have at least 5 cells one side, right? It can have more than 5 cells, but at least it should have 5 cells. 4 5, 3 6, 2 7 or 1 8, right? On both the sides of the circle it will have either 1 and 8, 2 and 7, 3 and 6, 4 and 5. But in all the cases you can see that 5 is the minimum number of cell on one of the side, right? Which means that if you cannot have 5 here, you can have maximum of 4 cells here. You can have maximum of 4 cells here as well, because you will connect to this loop segment. So which means that 5 will have to go at least down, right? What an excellent logic here. And do we get anything with that? Okay, we get something with that. We get the 11 here. Oh, excellent guys, excellent. Which means that now if you see this kind of counting logic is very much helpful in a balanced loop puzzle. What counting logic I would say here is, if you see all the 3 sides except the top one, the 11, all the 3 sides 1 2 3 4 5 6, right? It uses 6 but on the 3 sides, so at least it will use 5 on 2 sides, or maybe at a maximum it will use 4 on one of the sides. So to complete the total count of 11, it should go at least 7 cells up, because a maximum of 4 cells can be used from these 3 sides, right? The 4 cell can be only towards the right, and the other 7 cells will have to be used minimum towards the upper side, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, right? And now if you see it cannot go towards the left and towards the bottom. Now the other side of the circle loop cannot go towards the left or the bottom, it will have to go towards the right, right? And this loop segment cannot go above this cell, because if it goes above this cell, the 2 will violate. 2 won't have 2 will have more than 2 of the more than 2 loop segments, right? So which means that it can go a maximum of 1 cell up and a maximum of 1 cell right. We have already used 10 cells for the 11, and the 11th cell can either be this way or this way, right? and now we can mark for this black as well. And now if you see for the 8, the other 4 cell will have to go towards the up. It cannot go towards the left because you will have only maximum of 3 cells, which means it has to go towards the up. And again for the 6 now, it cannot go towards the left again because you have only maximum of 2 cells. So 3 has to go up and down. So that is helping us, right? So this has to turn here and this has to turn here because it can go at a maximum of 3 cells only, equal on both the sides. And with that we get anything. Okay, so this has to go towards the left, and now if you see, if the 9 goes towards the right 4 cells, then this loop segment is stranded here and form a single inside loop, a smaller loop inside, which means that 9 has to go up and it will turn this way. And because of the turn, now this white circle will have one more segment towards the round because equal number of loop segments on both the sides, and then it will take a turn, right? It has to take a turn. It cannot go further more down because then this side won't have equal number of loop segments. So it has to turn here. And now this black circle has one loop segment on the one side, so which means other side also it will have one loop segment, but we are not sure which way. So let's see if we get anything more. And the 7 will have 4 at least on one side. It can have 5 and 6, but at least 4 on one side and 3 on the other side. So 4, at least 4 is the one that we have to see. And let's see if we get anything with that. Four, 3, 3, 2. Okay, the same way, the same logic that we applied here for the 8 and the 4, the same logic applies for the 7 and the 5. So if a loop segment doesn't go towards the up, then this 7 will have at least 3 on both the sides. One will have 4 and one will have 3 because a maximum you can go is 4. So the other side will have 3. So which means this 5 will have at least 2 on one side and 3 on one side. And this 5 doesn't have enough number of counts for the loop segments, right? Which means that the 7 will have to go up at least 3, right? Which means that this circle will now go up because to close the loop, right, you have odd number of loop segments, so it cannot go down because this will get stranded, right? So it has to go up and turn because of the equal number of loop segments. So we got a 3 for the 7, so other will have to be 4, and it cannot go this way. So the moment it goes this way, this black circle cannot have a loop passing through it, right? It cannot go inside and then get stranded, which means that this 7 will have to again go down, and this 5 again will have to go up because again the same logic. So if a 5 doesn't go up, both of these will go this way and this 5 will get again stranded here, which means it has to go up and turn, and again it cannot continue this way. The moment it continues this way, it have equal number of loop segments on both the sides of the circle, which means it has to come down at least 2 cells, and now 3 cells will go down for the 5, right? Superb. And now this loop segment either can turn or go down because it will still have unequal number of loop segments on both the sides. So anything is possible now. And if you can see the 7 and 9, both of these loop segments cannot connect because then you will form a single closed loop here. So this will connect to this and this will go towards the left. And now this loop segment will go towards the right and come down because you need to connect both of these loop segments, right? And now this loop segment will have to connect towards the 5, right? Because if it goes this way, you won't have enough number of loop segments, right? So it has to connect towards the 5, and the other side of the 2 loop segment cannot go towards the right because then these 3 cells won't be passed by the loop, which means it has to go down, it will turn. And now if you see the 3, it will have 1 loop segment on the one side and 2 loop segments on the other side, right? So the 2 is possible only upwards and it will turn. And now to make sure that this circle is passed by the loop segment, this will turn this way, and now we have achieved this thing, right? So we have connected the loop now. And do we get anything else here? The same logic. So if the 4 doesn't go down, it will connect to both of these sides, and this 4 will have equal number of loop segments both the sides, so which is not possible. So the 4 has to go down 2 cells and have a cross here, and now because of the cross here, this circle will have to go this way and this will have to go this way, and now this segment cannot connect to this segment because then you will have again equal number of loop segments for the black circle. So this has to go up, again go up, and for the 4 other side will have this way, and this will come down and connect here, and this cannot connect. Excellent. So if you connect these both segments, this black circle will have equal number of loop segments, right? So this has to go up and connect, right? Superb. And again, as you can see, if you connect both of these, the 4 will have equal number of loop segments both the sides, and in other way, if you can see it, you will form a single closed loop here, which means it has to go up, and if it's turned this way, so the moment you turn this way, it will surely have to go up, and now if you can see, this circle will have unequal number of loop segments, right? Superb. A very narrow one to see, so it means it has to go up and turn, and again it will turn up, go this way. Superb. So now if you see, the 11 is already achieved. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11, which means this has to go down and connect. Excellent, right? And with that, we complete this gorgeous puzzle by Thomas Snyder. Thomas is really an excellent puzzle solver and excellent puzzle author too. And coming to Sudokus, he has won 3-time World Sudoku Championships title. So I would really suggest you to check out his Sudokus also. His constructions are excellent, and I really love his constructions, the way he constructs the theme, the solving path. If you see the solving path here, it was amazing, right? The breaking with the 8 and this 4 was really amazing. So I would really suggest you to check out his contest page, and don't forget to like and comment, and comment if you want us to solve any other Sudoku variant or a puzzle genre, and we would really look forward to subscribing the look forward to your subscribing to the channel, because I would really suggest you to do so if you haven't done, to motivate us for covering more of the videos in the coming future. And stay tuned for more of such videos. Thank you.